Iran has been issued a warning by an Israeli official who said, "We are preparing for all options and scenarios, including military capabilities." The unnamed security official said Tel Aviv has no interest in a war with Iran, but we will not allow Iran to acquire nuclear weapons. The saber-rattling comes as talks between Iran and 5 world powers, plus the US indirectly, on reviving the 2015 nuclear deal known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, are due to resume in the Austrian capital Vienna on November 29. Both Iran and Israel have recently conducted and completed complex military training exercises. For Tel Aviv, this was the first such military exercise with its newfound allies Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates, as well as with senior ally, the United States. Training included scrambling jets, hitting fixed targets, and ended with a controversial flight of Israeli fighter jets escorting a US bunker-busting bomber across the Israeli desert. Iran for its part conducted huge military exercises in an area stretching from the eastern sector of the strategic Strait of Hormuz to the northern tip of the Indian Ocean and parts of the Red Sea, with the participation of airborne units, special forces, and rapid reaction brigades. Speaking of the allegations that Iran is seeking to build a nuclear weapon, former Israeli National Security Advisor Yaakov Amidror said, "Israel cannot live with a situation in which the Iranians are getting closer and closer to the bomb, and it will soon have to make a decision how to stop it." He added, "I don't see any other way but to bomb it, because I don't see the Iranians retreating from their dream of having a nuclear umbrella under which they can be even more aggressive than they are today." Discussing the threats by Israel during the Iranian exercises, Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh said, "They fully know that they can only be the initiator of any military action against Iran, but will be the one who decides the ending." Israel has twice acted alone to destroy its enemy's nuclear reactors in Iraq in 1981, and in 2007 in Syria with little retaliation. Iran, however, insists it is not pursuing a nuclear weapon, and that its program is peaceful and for civilian use. Tehran is a founder signatory member of the Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, which states that any nuclear technology will only be used for non-military purposes. Many analysts question whether Israel is capable of effectively mounting a complex operation to stop Iran's much more advanced nuclear program, which involves multiple sites with some underground facilities, and what price it would have to pay. Israeli officials claim the logistics and consequences of a preemptive strike on Iran would lead to severe consequences. Mr. Amidror said, "Everyone in Israel understands that a strike might lead to a very complicated war.